Let's break all the social media rules today and talk about something that's deep and dark and important. Rock bottom. These are the moments when life really brings us to our knees, maybe through big loss, wild life events, self-destruction, and we find ourselves not knowing what we're doing, who we are. All of our security, physical and emotional, has been destroyed, and our egoic sense of self, our definitions of who we are, crumble. That's a rock bottom moment. And oof, that sucks. There's nothing that I can say in this video that makes it not painful. In fact, it has to be painful because it's that pain that makes us move and rebirth from those deep, dark moments. And so normally what we do as humans is we fight and we scream and we kick and we feel like victims and we're angry and we resist with all of our heart, mind, body, and soul. There is another way. It's possible to embrace even the most difficult, painful, heart-wrenching parts of life and find the gifts. And so today I want to offer you two reframes for rock bottom: freedom and peace. First time that I remember hitting rock bottom was in my late 20s when I got divorced. And I also discovered that these types of really big life changes, a big loss, can be really freeing. I had been raised in this very Christian family, and getting divorced was like the most shameful thing that I could think of at that young point in my life. And I was like, wow, now I've failed on the most epic scale. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks anymore. I'm free to do everything because there's nothing more awful that I could do than what I've already done. And it's true, because once you hit these places where you're like, oh my gosh, this is the worst, and you live through the worst, you realize you can do anything, and you're launched into the void where there's all possibilities. Like if you're at rock bottom, just where can you go from there? Anything is possible. I ended up moving to Argentina. And a far more recent example is when I lost a baby a few years ago. My partner left me 3 days later, and all of a sudden, we were gonna have a baby, we were looking for a place to move in together. This just whole life plan fell to the ground practically overnight. And all the things that we were doing were over. Like there wasn't even a we anymore. And I felt physically terrible. It was a really difficult experience. But I understood at that point in my life that it would be a beautiful transformational experience eventually. And I was able to just sit in the peace of loss. Like that relationship wasn't going particularly well. I had felt so sick while I was pregnant. And it was actually a big relief to just have it be all over and to just sit there and not know and be like, well, I surrender. And these types of reframes, being able to, instead of being like, I'm at rock bottom and it's the worst thing ever, being like, I'm at rock bottom and I know there's gifts here. I trust. I'm gonna sit in the void and just wait to see what wild, crazy awesomeness the universe brews up for me. If you can do that, your life will be infinitely better. And these moments will become the gifts that they have the potential to offer. So I salute you, all of you who have gone through rock bottom and are there, your bravery and your courage. And I know that there's so much more that's coming with this next gorgeous life chapter as you rise from the ashes. You've got this, brave rebel hero, and I respect you. Want to share your stories and tell us a little bit about your rock bottom toils and triumphs? Tell me in the comments. I love your stories. Thank you.